So what are we talking about? We are talking about Keijo, Hip Whip Girl. Butts, 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 Extravaganza. Keijo is every shonen battle anime, only with butts. Anything you can imagine where your hero is battling someone else, put it in any sort of anime. My Hero Academia, friggin' old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, doesn't matter. Now replace all those fighting moves with a butt. There you go. As of right now, the sport known as Keijo is a fictitious endeavor, and all you can do is use your butt and your boobs to knock your opponents off the land, which is represented by whatever sort of platform or whatever. They battle on weird shit. There's a jungle gym. There's a super racist Japanese castle. They battle on whatever. At one point, they're battling on 2 planes, right? They'll just battle on shit. But anyway, you're only allowed to use your boobs and your butt to knock your opponents off. Meaning all of your boobs, because if you want to get some nipple action in there, totally legal move. If you want to grab somebody with your ass cheeks, totally legal move. You know they like to name their attacks, and most of your attacks have the word butt in them. Not to mention almost all of the episode titles. Vacuum butt cannon, battle for the fastest butt. It's kind of ridiculous how many butts are in this, and I'm an ass man and there's almost too much butt in here for me. The major sport that is Keijo is now the world's #1 gambling attraction or whatever. Everyone wants to bet on Keijo because there's a good chance you're gonna see some tits. Your main character, Nozomi, is from a small town. She's basically a country girl who wants to make it big in Keijo and become a prize queen. Go! So she has to go to the Keijo Training Academy and learn how to know her butt. She must learn her butt, and she must learn how to take her butt to the limit. Yes, that is shit that they say. And Keijo is exactly like every single sports anime or shonen battle anime that you've ever seen. The underdog team, they have what it takes to go the distance. And that's what they're gonna do, only they're gonna use their asses. Yeah, it's like that. It's super ridiculous and over the top, but it also takes itself very serious. Like, it is serious. This is some serious shit with our asses, yo. Which is why it's a little hard to watch in one giant sitting, like if you're trying to binge it, because we have to stop and just go, really? Yeah, you kind of have to do that. At first, this opener doesn't make any kinds of sense, and you're like, did that girl just fart like a dragon? Or was that some sort of, like, butt rose? I don't know, Dave. Why are you asking me? I've never seen this before. Well, let's keep watching. And then we found out, and we were like, it's even worse than we thought it was. Yeah, I know. The butt dog. No, seriously, this butt dog, we were, like, tripping out on what this was. Butt dog. Cerberus. And then, of course, there's the strategist who has memorized everybody's butt. I'm just gonna let that sink in for a minute. Honestly, it's ridiculous. It's funny as shit, but it's not because they're trying to be funny. It's just because they're being so serious about all this nonsense. Because it's fucking nonsense, and they're just going all the way with it. It is very well animated. It's really well animated. These battle animations, regardless of them throwing their butts around, are top quality battle animations. With butts. And for some reason, the music in Keijo is not very memorable, even though they have like a super long opener and a super long closer. They are like way too long for what the show is. The show is TNA battle nonsense, but let's really hammer that home with this opener and this closer. This is either all the best parts of a hentai or all the worst parts of a hentai, because nobody gets anything, even though it's all over the place. And frankly, some weird sex would have made this a little better. Just a little bit. I watched it on Crunchyroll. Obviously, I watched it in Japanese. There is an English dub, and one of these days I'll have to check that out. But, see what I did there? I enjoyed it for what it was. It did make me laugh. It made me want to continue watching it, because I did want to know what the hell was going on with all this butt battle action. I am not looking forward to getting my hands on this game. This game is going to be weird. This game's gonna be hella weird, alright? I'm gonna have to learn butt flash. I'm gonna have to learn titty hypnosis, right? Obviously I'm gonna have to learn the vacuum butt cannon. That's That's just a thing. I have to know that. You're going to try and do one of these moves, you're going to throw your fucking hips out, you're going to break your back, and game over. And in the water. I do appreciate how in the tournament, when you go overboard and you go off land, they dunk your avatar in the water. It's kind of a dick move. And then they go, loser! It's kind of a dick move. Overall, I enjoyed it. I'm not sorry I watched it. It's ridiculous as shit. But I enjoyed it in spite of itself. My official rating in my unofficial rating system, totally watchable. You can check it out. It's weird. And the cover is very unassuming. It doesn't look like what it's about on the cover at all. We overshot this thing in our Crunchyroll queue several times before we found it because we didn't know what it looked like. The cover's so unassuming. I was expecting butts right there. That's not how it looks at all. It actually looks pretty innocent. And then, you know, they're slamming asses. This is AniView by Dave. I, of course, am Dave. If you have any questions, comments, confusion, suggestions, put them below, and I will get back to you. Please don't smash your ass into the screen. It doesn't work that way. Please, God, don't. At one point, she puts her face right in this girl's butt. She just goes boink. I'm sitting there and I look over. I'm like, what is this? Pacific Rim job? What the fuck is going on? I guess if I have to pick a favorite, it's soft buns. Yes. Yep. Soft buns. She's a redhead and a klutz. That's my thing. Her friend who comes with her, Sayaka, used to be a judo prodigy. Her father runs a judo school, and she walked away from judo to pursue Keijo, which I think was a stupid move. Because she wanted to be cute in her bathing suit and not locked up in this gi, not showing how awesome her tiny boobs and super awesome butt are. And what do you know? Her super traditional judo-loving father, who has basically disowned her for turning her back on the sacred art of judo, shows up to the match that she is giving her all in. And I totally agreed with him until he got swept up in the crowd because he's just sitting there going, this isn't right. What the fuck is going on? Seriously, guys? Seriously, guys? You're cheering for this? And then everyone started cheering for his daughter and he was like, yes, her butt has the power. And I was like, really, guy? Come on. Dude, I vouch for you. You let me down. And I don't know why this freaking chick is wearing a mask like she's from fucking Gundam Wing, but she farts cards. She had like a whole deck in her ass. Are we not even going to talk about the fact she shit out a card and then held it in front of her face? Come on! It's just so weird. They're all in like the loser class, and then the entire loser class becomes the elites, and then the elites go on to battle their rivals, the East-West War, and they barely win, but they pull out a victory. First time in 10 years, over 10 years. This is the 11th time. Behold, we finally won. Underdogs. We got our butts in gear, and we kicked their asses. Huzzah! We are the champions, my butts. We beat their asses with our asses. So kiss my ass. Ass, 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 ass. There's just so much butt. It's kind of ridiculous. And that's coming from me. And I really like butts.